Welcome to another episode of Diarrhea Diaries. I never remember which one it is, but I know we're not to 20 yet. Hello, fans. New intro has pants on. We gotta start changing things for YouTube. But before I do that, I am gonna take a break for Patreon. All right. I'm sure if you haven't already gotten upset, you've definitely noticed the blur at the bottom of the screen. But before I tell you more about the blur, I want to give a quick shout out to my editor, Joelle, to Ruben Reyes for my shower curtain, to Any Means Necessary for my top, and to myself. To myself because this is a big move. All right, now before you click out, before you get upset, I need to tell you why you are seeing a blur on the bottom of the screen. Now, YouTube demonetized me years ago. What it was 2020 or the end of 2019. I think it was the beginning of 2020 when my channel had taken off, maybe the end of 2019. Doesn't really matter what year. Either way, I think I got 2 checks from YouTube before they demonetized me for adult content. And that's fine. It's understandable. But I was naive, and being a creator in the adult industry was not my goal. It was not my intention. And then continuing that, I made some further mistakes. Well, anyway, the point of all of this is that I need to get my YouTube channel back, essentially monetized again. And the only way I'm going to be able to do that is if I start censoring the adult part of the content. But hear me out before you get cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. The full video with no censorship is on Patreon. Okay. So I'm pretty sure that I can put these videos for free on my Patreon account, just like you're seeing them for free on YouTube. Okay. So don't fret. Don't worry. You're still going to get to hear me talk my little punene off on Patreon. I've said Patreon a million times. If you don't know how to find me on Patreon, it is Brie Fresh. Patreon.com/Brie Fresh. As I'm Brie Fresh on most things, or Brianna Florian. If you have a brain, then you should know that. Okay. I get a little frustrated with some of you sometimes. Anyway, for everyone else who's listening to this, like my friends or family, new friends, coworkers, possible investors, who knows who could be watching this. Well, this is a huge step for me, and I am mentally preparing for my numbers to drop, to lose subscribers, for which would be the first time in years because I've never had a negative month. I have not had a negative month since 2020. Not one. With all my numbers too. Like, they are all constantly growing. So, cheers to new beginnings. Yay! My New Year's resolution is to upset everybody. But no, essentially, the adult industry was, like I said, not my intention, not my plan. And this is funny, and it's gotten me attention, and it's for damn sure put me on the map. But it's also put me on the radar of, a few radars that I didn't necessarily want to be on. It's going to hinder my opportunities, but it's also going to strengthen other opportunities, where one door is closed, another is open. So I'm not too worried about that. But it's about time to grow up and to be able to say my past is my past, and for me to take the step toward being a full-time creative director. That's my true passion. That's always been my passion. I have been creating and directing since I was a child. I've been filming, I was writing scripts, not in format. Choreographing music videos, writing skits since since I was a kid. I've been filming them since my first video camera, which was actually a webcam. Man, what that old laptop saw. I made a sun drop commercial once. Remember when when Snoop made a sun drop commercial? Yeah, me and my sister and one of my friends made a sun drop commercial. But yeah, that was a time. That was interesting. I still have that video. Actually, I still have that. It's not on my YouTube channel. It used to be, but I still have that in the archives. Maybe one day I'll sell it for $1 million. Anyhow, guys, I'm so sorry to disappoint you, but like I said, you can find the uncensored versions on Patreon. And I will be rebranding my YouTube channel. I'm still going to be putting out the censored versions, don't worry, at least for 2025. We'll see how that goes. We're going to see how this goes, because if this is a horrible mistake, then you guys will get the side booty again. But if it's not, then I guess you're just going to have to choose to cheer me on or move on. That's all I have for y'all this month. I want to say thank you again to my editor, Joelle. Ruben Reyes, any means necessary. Here are my socials. And the most important one right now being Patreon. I'll see y'all on the flip side.